Hello everyone, so welcome to this lecture, and in this lecture we'll continue Euclidean algorithm. So since in my last lecture already we have solved sum number 1, 2, 3, 4 of type number 4, and I said sum number 5 to sum number 14 are same, so it's a homework for you. So now we'll start with the sum number 15, because in sum number 15, 16 and 17 if you see here minus is there. So before solving this problem you should know about some rules. The rules are, so I'm writing over here. The rule says that bracket of a comma b is called GCD. This statement can be read as GCD of a comma b or GCD of a and b is equal to minus of a comma b is equal to a comma minus of b is equal to minus a and minus b is equal to mod of a and mod of b. Mod of a and mod of b. So this is the basically rule, and that rule you should know, and by using this rule we can solve the minus part problem. This rule says that minus a comma b is also equal to the a comma b, and a comma minus b is also equal to the a comma b, and minus a comma minus of b is also equal to the a comma b. Always remember that bracket of a comma b is called GCD of a and b, and this is also equal to the mod of a comma mod of b. So here in problem, here we have sum number 15. Sum number 15 they are saying here they have given minus of 81 and 15. It means that here we have to find the GCD. Bracket is a symbol of GCD. Here we have to find the GCD of minus 81 and 15. Since we know that the presence of minus doesn't make any sense, so whether if you want to write minus you can, otherwise if you will not write minus then it will also going to work. Since the first 81 is greater than 15, so here we'll write 81, and after that 81 will be divided by 15 and 75, and the remainder will be 6. So here we'll write 5 into 15, 5 into 15 plus of 6. Here we have 15, so we'll write 15 again. Now 15 will be divided by 6 again. It will be 6 2s are 12, and the remainder is 3. So here we'll write 2 into 6, and the remainder is 3 only. Now here 6 we have, so we'll write 6. So it can be written as 6 will be divided by 3. 3 2s are 6, and here it will be 2 3. So here we'll write 2 into 3, and the remainder will be 0. Once the remainder is 0, it means that this is the end of the step, and before the 0 whatever remainder is there, so that remainder can be considered as a GCD. So therefore here we can write GCD of minus 81 and 15 is nothing but equal to 3. In similar way, so we have solved sum number 15 also. In sum number 16 is same. Here we have to find minus of 41 comma 15. So the problem is same, and it's homework for you. Now we're going to solve the sum number 17 also. In sum number 17 they are saying here we have to find, in sum number 17 here we have to find minus of 84 and minus of 24. Here we have to find minus of 84 and minus of 24. So to solve this problem, what we'll do over here, this minus is there, so again we'll go to the rule. Rule says that if both the operand has a minus sign, like a is having the minus a and b is also having the minus, in that particular case this can also be written as a comma b. It means that the presence of minus doesn't make any difference. So we'll write the same term here. So we'll solve for the positive only, because the presence of minus doesn't make any difference. So we'll solve it as it is, whatever is given. So here 84 is given, so 84 can be written as here we have 84 will be divided by 24, so it will go to 3 times, and here 72 will come, and the remainder will be 12. So it can be written as 3 into 24, 3 into 24, and the remainder is nothing but 12. Here 24 we have, so we'll write 24 here, and 24 can be written as 2 into 12, so the remainder is 0. Once the remainder is 0, the remainder before the 0 can be considered as your final answer. So here we'll write minus 84 minus 24 is nothing but equal to 12, and this is GCD. So GCD of minus of 84 and minus of 24 is nothing but 12. So this is our final answer. So we have in same way we have solved sum number 17 also, and now see the sum number 18. So to solve sum number 18, one theorem is there. So we'll use this theorem to solve sum number 18. The theorem says that, I'm writing over here. Theorem says that, so this is theorem number 2, right? Theorem number 1 already we have seen in my previous lecture. Theorem number 2 says that if A and B, if A and B is an integer, and GCD of A comma B, always remember that this bracket is called GCD. It is symbol of GCD. GCD of A comma B is D, then we can say A by D and B by D. D is nothing but GCD of A comma B is always equal to 1. Or in a simple term here we can write A by B, not B, basically D will come, sorry. Yeah, so in simple term here we can say A by D and B by D is always equal to 1 if GCD of A and B is equal to 1. So this is the statement, and you will have to remember it, and by using this statement we can solve the problem of sum number 18, 19 and 20. So we'll start from sum number 18 here. In sum number 18 here they have given 30 by 6 and 78 by 6. Here they have given 30 by 6 and second term here we have 78 by 6. And we have to solve this thing. So now, so what we'll do first of all, here 6 is given. So first we'll find the GCD. Here we have to find the GCD of 30 by 6, comma 78 by 6. To solve the GCD of 30 by 6 and 78 by 6, first we'll find GCD of 30 and 78, and then we'll see what we can do now. So first, so here we'll write first find a GCD of 30 comma 78, and then we'll see what we can do after that. Here we are ignoring a 6 first, right? So here 78 is given, so we'll write 78 over here, and if I find the GCD of 78, So this is 78 and divided by 30, so it will be 260 and 18 will going to come, right? So here we can write, so therefore 78 can be written as 2 into 30, 2 into 30, the remainder is 18, so we'll have remainder. Here 30 is there, so 30 will go to this side, then we'll add 30 and divide by 18, it will go to one time only, and here 12 will come. So here we can write 30 is equal to 1 into 18 plus of 12. Now 18 will go to come, and after 18 here we'll write 1 into 12 plus 6. So now here 12 we have, so we'll copy over here 12 and we'll write 2 into 6 and plus of 0. So here 0, if 0 come, so we'll have to stop over there, and after that before the 0 the answer is 6. So therefore here we can say GCD of 30. So here I am writing GCD, right? Yeah, so therefore here we can say GCD of 30 and 78 is nothing but 6. So now again we'll read a theorem. Theorem says that if this is a D, right? GCD of, this is not 1, this is D. So theorem says that if GCD of A comma B is D, then A by D and B by D will be equal to 1. I hope this statement is clear to you now. Since here we have, instead of A, here 30 is given and the value of B is 78 and the D is nothing but 60. So we'll write over here, since here A is nothing but 30 and B is nothing but 78 and D is nothing but GCD and that is 60. So we'll write the theorem over here. Since we know that A by D and B by D, this is a symbol of GCD. GCD of A by D and B by D is equal to 1 when it will come 1 if GCD of A comma B is equal to D. So we'll write over here now. So therefore A is nothing but 30 and D is nothing but 6, 30 by 6, and B is nothing but 78 and D is nothing but again 6, 78 to 6 equal to 1 if A is nothing but 30 and B is nothing but 78 and D is given 6. So I hope this thing is clear to you. Here so that the answer of 30 by 6 and 78 by 6 is nothing but 1 only. So we have solved this problem also. What we have to do over here exactly? If 30 by 6 and 78 by 6 is given, it means that whatever denominator part is there, it means that if I'll take GCD of 30 and 78, then GCD will be 6. So basically this is a hint for you, right? So directly you can write, for your purpose, the GCD of 30 and 78 will come 6, and then after the 30 by 6 and 78 by 8 become already 1. 78 by 6 become 1. So now we'll go to the next problem. So here we have solved the sum number 18. Now sum number 19, here we have 1598 divided by 47 and then we have 987 divided by 47, 1598, sum number 9, right? Sum number 19, 1598, 987. This is sum number 18, right? They are saying here we have to find the GCD of 1598 and 987. It means that if I am going to find the GCD of 1598 and 987, then definitely the GCD will be 47 only, and if I'll divide by 47, then answer will be 1. So but you know about the answer, but you will have to show it manually. No, you cannot write directly, because you will have to show in exam. So now sum number 18 has been completed, and after the 18, so this is sum number 19, not 18, right? This is sum number 19. Now 20 and 21, sum number 20, only 20 you can solve from yourself. So this is the end of this lecture, and from the next lecture we'll start with a different exercise. Thank you.